So 1604 the second house is built. So first house here we're going to go up is the feeding room. This is a great hall area, so his entertainment centre where he would have bought all of his wealthy friends. Then you're coming into the second house, which would have been sleeping quarters. The third house then is where he built a kitchen for his wife. So this was where she spent most of her days inside the kitchen, ordered around the slaves, running the place. We'll go through the third house then into the third courtyard, and you'll see the garden. So you go upstairs to the garden. So John took great pride in his gardens, and John was one of these wealthy men who liked to show off his wealth. So he would import over exotic plants and vegetables and things that you just couldn't get here. So he would bring all his potential buyers in and show off as much as he could over in his gardens. He also liked to show off his courtyards as well. So you see when you pass through the courtyard is a cistercian well. John took over and they made ale out of. So that again, that wasn't found very easily, so he was showing it off as well. In the gardens, what you'll see is at the front of the gardens it's divided up very evenly. So the garden was car park until 2008, and the Kilkenny Archaeological Society excavated it. And our lovely gardener Mary Pike was able to find underneath the garden, had been preserved very well, underneath the car park was the plots, and you could see the plots, and she was able to recreate it and actually see what plants, very detailed work, I couldn't do it now, but she was able to see what plants and bring them over. So it was laid out with vegetables at the front, closest to the kitchen. Then you have an aromatic centre, because they believed if something smelled good and tasted good, it was good for you. Now, it's not always necessarily true, we know now, but back then if they were sick, these herbs were used because they smelled nice. There's one plant which the name I can't remember, but when it blooms it's yellow, and the ladies used to put it under their bonnets to dye their hair. It was used to dye wool, dye blonde. It was more a yellow streak when it came out. There is a cistercian well in the garden, which you'll see at the back. So the cistercian wells were owned by the Cistercian monks, and they were meant to symbolise the end of your garden plot. John wanted to show his wealth and went beyond the wells, so he built an apple orchard, which isn't in season at the minute, but you're still able to see it, and he kept it at the back so he could keep everyone entertained at the top of the garden while it wasn't in season. He has a recreational lawn as well. You couldn't own one of those if you weren't wealthy, because you didn't have land to spare that wasn't being used for vegetables and crops, so he was able to give that to his wife and all her friends to just play around, lounge for the day. That was his idea. So whenever you're ready, guys, you're going to go up the stairs, and you're going to go left and follow the staircase and the arrows to go way down.
Okay, thank you. She has to sit there and say that time and time again.
Right.
Over and over and over. So this was Rich Man's house.
Rich man's house.
Yeah. But there was no TV.
No TV.
That's not a bad idea. There's a lot of yucky. Wow. There's another one of them guys. He's huge. Howard Bar. 1797, huh? Hunt Club.
But they had two massive fireplaces like that in one room.
Good wine and fellowship. See, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yep.
We're supposed to fellowship. 212. Boy, that thing is humongous. That thing is humongous. That's 10,000-year-old.
Do we go over this?
Check this out. This is at the height of how big they were. That's how big it stood. That's how big it was. The antlers were used in they're massive. The skulls mounted at the height it would have stood in life, and gives you an idea how massive they were. It was that big. Isn't that amazing? Castle Lynch, have you been to that?
Nope.
The guy was building a castle shed, and he found this. Look at this. This is from the 12th century. 12. That's 800 years old, that jug. 800 years old. Yeah, I guess so. Look, let's go up here first, I think. I could get cozy up here. See the wood dowels? No screws, because there was no metal. See the wood dowels? If you look like up there.
Did you guys have furniture with that on it? No.
No, don't think so. Many times over here you've been.
If they were windows in it.
When we were opened into the ground floor,
Huh?
when we were downstairs and we opened in.
These are the original cathedral, 1260 to 1286.
This is his grave. Huh. This is his grave in the second courtyard.
There's only two of these in all of Ireland. The third is displayed on the third floor. It says the dog-tooth ornament on the underside of the beams is typical of 13th century decoration and further confirmation of the date. This ornament right here, see this? Right here, look at, see this dog tooth? They call it dog tooth. They did that in that period right here. So this is over 700 years old, that wood.
It's incredible. This is where they lived, huh? 700 years ago.
700. It's amazing that they were able to figure out this construction. They lifted all these into place.
Yeah.
This is him playing Hamlet. One of these guys. He founded a private theater in Kilkenny in 1802. Huh. Come along. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to find at a gravesite.
Yeah.
Wow, old costumes.
Oh, is it?
Pretty amazing.
That's a smoke. A smoking.
Yeah, gentlemen's.
Hey, thanks for what you want.
That was smoking cap.
Interesting questions, huh? Yeah, those are questions.
Ooh, there you go.
These guys
Instead
here,
of a
see these
plaque.
pictures of them with it? They were not nice. They would kill people. Not think nothing of it. This guy. He would kill people and not think nothing of it.
We're at your house, buddy. James Butler, Emily's father, 1894. And here's Emily. Emily Toller Aylward, 1894. Not a very attractive woman, but people back then weren't that attractive. I think because they had money. This is beautiful right here. There he is with his dogs.
Quite amazing. Here's some cool stuff here now. I like this. Oh my god. Can you imagine somebody actually drew that? Painted it? The Bronze Age, the marks. See, look, the Bronze Age. So 2,500 to 400 before Christ is when they came up with metal, and it was bronze. Metalworking in Ireland.
The tools that they used. 1642.
See, this gives me a little bit of information. Look at, read this. Take a second to read that. This is what I'm talking about.
The Bronze Age marks the introduction of metalworking to Ireland. Clear divisions began to form in society at this time, with elite groups gaining power through the control of the important tin and copper resources.
Most people lived in small farming settlements with their extended families, aunts, uncles. Grain would have been their staple diet, but fish traps, such as those discovered under John's Bridge. I wonder if that's that bridge. The elite lived in fortified hill forts, such as Freestone Hill, and they had things like this. Look at that, these are real.
These are real.
Bronze stone axe. That's the kind of stuff I'd like to have in my house. These are most impressive. Floor tiles. Look at that. Look at this, a fishing weight. They use that for a fishing weight. See? Prehistoric megalithic shit.
So they knew how to
Fish and whatnot.
fish. I love windows. Some
Look,
glasses.
these are the actual axes.
A belt, some pipes, some writing utensils, a way.
So 8,000 years before Christ,
There's a corset.
supposedly traveled by boat from Britain and
Gloves.
Europe. I'm trying to say these are anywhere from 8,000 to 4,000 years old, these. Before Christ. So that would put them at 10,000 years old. 10,000 years old. So basically cavemen. Look at this on the pins. 1663. 1572.
Into the courtyard we go.
And if you were here, you knew you were pretty safe. Because you had all these walls around you and stuff. Did you see those 10,000-year-old axe handles?
That's just incredible.
Yeah, for real.
What's this?
That must be the well. It's gotta be. And water. Yep. 1604.
$1604. This is where they got their water.
Oh my god, it's still water.
Pray for the souls of
Still
John
water.
Rothe. His wife Rose, who built this structure. There's the backside of their house.
Careful, those rocks are uneven. Just a room. Look at this. Massive fireplace. So this is all medieval stuff. Medieval knights. You think of knights and stuff.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that medieval beam. That is something.
That's what it looks like.
That dogtooth carving again. 800 years old. It's just amazing. I am guilty of drinking Guinness, it says. Hold on, darling. This is the garden. Ooh, I'd like to see something unique. Carefully reconstructed 17th century garden. They saw and smelled and tasted what you will experience today. Until 2004, the garden was concrete covered yard, but we knew the garden was underneath waiting to be discovered. Archaeological excavations learned how it once looked by examining the soil. Oh my. Supposedly this is the way it was then. By examining the soil. Artichoke, lettuce, peas, holly, daisy, right? Look at all the carrots, lemon balm.
Chamomile, fennel, mint, rosemary, coriander. Lettuce, carrots, cabbage, pumpkin, artichoke.
The second part was an orchard.
Wow.
Let's go look at the orchard. More artichoke, rosemary.
They had to. This was their grocery store, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Looks like it was a lilac. No grass.
I know.
Grapes. And here's the orchard, which is quite insane. That's Braille. Oh my god, they already got apples. Apples. Some type of weird. Is that a fig? I have no clue what that is. Some type of weird. Oh, it's a weird grape. Huh. Apple, of course.
And through their orchard, they
That's
could see the
Gilbert's.
cathedral.
Another apple, another apple. Weird, I would love to get these apples back home. Look at Linda. Gilbert's. Hazelnut.
Boy, they just had everything, didn't they?
These strains, I would love to take a pinch back home. Like take this, keep it in water, and take it home and try and grow it. It's some type of grape. Or, I can't tell what it is. Oh, maybe it's kiwi. I can't tell. But of course, some fantastic food. You don't see apples like that at home. What is that? I don't know. I don't know. More nuts. Blackberries. More artichoke. There's a pig. Beautiful apples. Lemon balm. Which one of those?
They must have made cider with the apples, huh?
Of course, they made everything with the apples. I've seen that at home, but I don't know what it is. But that, you know what this is? Look at, you know what this is? This is a currant.
Oh,
Those are currants. You can eat that.
yeah.
I wouldn't dare.
Oh, there you
But
go.
You can. That's a currant. That's fantastic.